Opening the letter reveals nothing inside other than an odd smell. Ooh, no. Let's play Dead Letter Department. Hello and welcome to Hula Noob Plays short-ish indie horror games. Today I'm going to probably play the first part of the Dead Letter Department. It just came out 30th January 2025, which is so unusual. I'm so late when I play games, so this feels like an achievement. Anyways, this game was developed by Mike Monroe and Believe Engine. Believe Engine is also the publisher, and it's kind of like one of those desktop games. It's a little bit meta. You basically work as a data entry person in the big city. It says you type up and describe the lost mail and letters that have nowhere else to go, but as the days carry on, oddities in the mail start to emerge and cracks begin to appear. This is a work of fiction, no real addresses, or if they are, they're coincidental, so I hope I don't find mine here. But I don't think so. It's probably, it sounded like the name of the developer sounded quite English, American, Australian maybe, but not very German, so I think I'm safe. Do we want to... Oop. I like this. Ooh, someone's into design. Delete data. No. Okay, let's go back. Man, that design is super cool. You have to, you know, work it out a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Oh, okay, let's go. Bit of a long intro, I'm sorry about that, but that's usually the case in my case. Every playthrough is different. You are allowed one checkpoint save to complete it. Self-destructs upon load. Not everything will be handed to you. Yeah, that's what I meant. I want to do this in 2 or 3 episodes. I don't want to be prisoner to like automatic saves that are just one saved. No. Oh, dear mom, dear dad. Oh yeah, it's no... I want to use the mouse. I feel so restrained. I don't like it. Hey asshole, no, that's not me. Dear mom, dear dad, dear love. That wouldn't be how I approach my husband at all. Let's go with dear dad. I like both my parents equally. I don't know, but I just recently talked to my dad, so maybe I should talk to my mom now. Okay. Dear mom. My timing has been a real learning experience. What am I, 16? My timing has been brutal. My timing has been rough, but nothing compared to the hell that was living with you. Jeez, what's going on here? I guess has been a real learning experience. I mean, so the writing style is not mine, so I can't really relate to the protagonist. This new city is weird and cool. I'm getting used to it, I think. This new city is confusing and harsh. I'm having a rough time. The city sucks, but it's still an upgrade. I would never talk like this. And this... No, I would also... Even if I wouldn't like it, I wouldn't blame it on the city, mostly. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't like the city. But I think it's very often, like, just having a bad day, you know, or a weird vibe to it. So let's go with this new city is weird and cool. Especially if it's new, then yeah, it's still interesting, right? Even if you don't meet a lot of people. Someone I met here hooked me up with this computer job while I get myself back together. I got a data entry job, typing up the junk that computers can't auto-read. That's not junk. That's super interesting. Leave out. No, it's... So this is kind of my backstory, and I could create it in a way that I've been through hell, and this is my last resort. I can't wait to have you come visit. Yes, despite everything, I wish I could come back. I know I fucked everything up. I don't regret leaving. I can't wait to have you come visit. Yeah, of course. Love having my parents over individually because they're divorced. Too much info, TMI, sorry. I miss you. Miss me yet. I mean, I would write both. Well, I wouldn't write either. I don't know. But I always, yeah, send my love. Hula. It's not my real name, by the way. Just in case you're new to this channel. Yeah, wild. My name's not Hula Noob. That sounds like such a typical German name, you know? Alright. Ah! Oh, finally! Mouse is back, and it has a little bit of weird sensitivity, but that's okay. This bad, it really isn't that great. Okay. But still, you need to use every fiber in your body to resist crawling back into it. Yeah. It is very dark. There's a locked door right here you can't open. Also, there's a locked door I can't see. When you moved in, you were told it went to the fire escape once upon a time. It seems to be sealed off on the other side. Still, it didn't stop you from trying to turn the handle, even after hearing the story. Man, so I can't enter the fire escape? That is kind of like a security necessity? Cool. I will make sure that you see more than I do, because it's very dark here. Also, mouse sensitivity, can I change that? Settings. Yeah, it's a little less. Can I turn this on and off? No. These are ginormous. No one can carry those. And they're where boxes of the stuff you brought. You've kept most of it packed while you try and get situated somewhere better. I'm hearing someone from upstairs or downstairs. Okay. And ladders. Required notices. Important, all data you enter is proprietary between Okra Inc. and the Postal Service. Some tips for efficiency. Most letters can still be delivered if the street address and zip code are clearly discernible. Capitalization is not a priority. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, also I need to make sure, because my mic is really in front of the keyboard, and if I want to use my keyboard, I'll probably like crash into my mic 6,000 times, so I apologize beforehand. I did not really think through the logistics of my setup here for this game. Auto-suggest recommendations are limited to displaying up to 3 entries. If you don't see an address you're looking for appearing in the list, check for any possible typos. Additionally, the more text you enter, the more refined your results will be. Yeah, also, by the way, it will take me a while to get used to everything I have to do, and I will get very confused, and then next week we will start over. If you watch my home safety hotline playthrough, you know, I'm not the fastest. Like, yeah, I need some time. I need some time to get into it. If the system is flagging you to reprocess certain letters, try reformatting the address on separate lines to fit more like the following. Example, name, street address, extra info like apartment or suite. City, state, zip code. Oh, you know what? I'll write that down as like a little checklist. Zip. Just so I have it, you know, in sight. Alright. Is this from Mom? No, it looks like a mail. Thank you for making Orchestra Heights your new home. This is a reminder that based on the lease you signed, your weekly rent is due every Friday. Weekly rent is so weird. I get it when you're really just a temporary renter. But as like a long-term renter, it is weird. To answer your inquiry, your mailing address is... You know what? I will... What's the noise? Is that one of those things where, like, the developer adds a lot of weird noise, so you always... What is this? Marana... Look, I'm writing this down because maybe I'll happen upon it. And maybe I'll find a letter that's addressed to me. SMKS 66216. Good lord, my writing. Do I have something cool in the fridge? Nothing much in here lately, other than a couple of random water bottles. You don't have a stove, so you've been mostly eating out anyways. I don't have a stove. I don't even have a water cooker? No. No. I can't have coffee or tea? Or like ramen noodles? Oh, I'm going to work now? What's that? Since moving in, you haven't really met your neighbors due to your night shift. Most of the handful you've run into have barely acknowledged you're there. Thus, you're not sure if knocking on their door in the middle of the night would be the best time to introduce yourself. Yeah, you know what? That's... Yeah, it's a good point. Good point. Ah, that's kind of creepy. And then you open with the code? Oh, okay. So, cool design. Ooh. Oh, no, it's too dark. I don't like it. Where do I have to go? I think so dark. Okay. Huh. Huh, cool. Yeah, I like that they do a little of sound design here. Even in the flat, because... Ooh, what's that? Will we at some point go in... Oh! Deliveries only. Oh, okay. Hmm. What Resident Evil kind of staircase is that? That is horrible. Wait, why would I go up? Am I underground? But how can I have a door to the fire stairs? Fire exit. If I am... Oh, what? Okay. That is... very dystopian. Very brutalist. I like it. I like it. I don't like living in something like this. That it's horrible, it's depressing, you know. I mean, I don't talk about normal tower blocks because I think those are fine. But this here, that it feels like very, you know, human, anti-human architecture. We're just stacked up. You know, no green also. Can I go outside to see if there's a park? No greenery. You could at least put greenery on the, you know, on the roof. Okay. I'm going. Yeah, I'll be late to work. So begins a new night, heading towards the job you picked up a while back, the same day you arrived in the city. Your official title is Data Conversion Operator. Ooh. Data Conversion Operator. Ooh, Data Conversion Operator. I tried to put it into smooth operator. It does not work, for your information. A fancy name for just a warm body that types up all the junk computers that can read. Don't call it junk, it's information. It's not remotely glamorous and it's the night shift, but it's been fairly stable and easy. Like, addresses are really everything but junk. There's so much junk on the internet, but I feel like mail addresses are not it. Exactly what you're looking for right now. Though, this new location really is out in the middle of nowhere. Huh. Yeah, very industrial. Everything is brutalist and industrial. Just, you know. Can I... 4400. Yeah. Does that number mean anything? Is that like a series reference or something? I don't know. For some reason that number sounds like I should know where it comes from. But maybe not. Hi, if you're new to this channel, yes, I talk this much. So if this is too much for you, I should just, you know, spoil you and say it will not get less. I mean, maybe if I get very scared or I have to concentrate. But other than that, that's pretty much the level of talking I do. But you know, some people like it. And if you're one of them, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Insert, like zoom, page up, page down, flip over, scribble, enter, submit. Yeah, but is that for... Oh no, I have a PC. Yeah, usually I have a Mac. That's why I'm immediately like, oh. But still, we'll see. Please type in, okay. Oh no, wait, Jessica Richards? 977. Oops, 6. Lafayette. Oop. Do I have to write fast or is it fine? Like, will I be timed? Wisconsin. And then circle and enter control. What's the control button on the PC? Shit. I only have the Windows button. What's the control button? Oh my god. That is embarrassing. Don't mind me. I don't have it. I don't have it. I only have... Wait, is that it? Okay. Ah, okay. It's STRG, I guess, because it's a... Well, it's not a German key... Well, it is a German keyboard, but it has English. Okay. We'll not talk about this. This never happened. Page up, page down. What's the page... Oh my god. What's the page up, page down button? Is that a button? Man, I'm learning so much already. Page up key. Oh, okay, okay. Oof. Can I zoom? Yeah. Insert. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Our neighbor at... Okay. Our... Oh, is it... 34042? A 3, but okay. Oh my god, did I just... Okay. Okay, what do I do with my microphone? Because this is not... I don't like the solution. It feels like I'm... Okay. I hope... Maybe like this? Wait. Oh my god. I don't know. 6,000 maybe? Goners, Ferry Road. And yes, please scream at the screen if you see me making a mistake. You will not change anything. But maybe it's good, you know, to have a release. I encourage screen screaming, but no screen punching, because then your screen, you know, breaks. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, is it 6000? Is it 6600? Is it 69999? I can't really make it out. Or is it even... Is it a word? Nope. Let's just send it off and hope for the best. Okay, now that's a good one. Oh, it's a postcard. It's a disco ball on a crane. Okay. Hello from Ohio. Toggle. Oh, auto suggestion. No, I don't need that. It's a nice postcard. Hun and the kids. Yeah, that's not how you do it. Hiya, Hun. Lord, this trip has been a mess, but I'm still having fun. The left arm is still acting up, even though I lost it in the accident. Ooh, I feel it's still there, actually trying to prevent me from writing sometimes. I guess technically I do it no longer belongs to me. Maybe it's resentful. Anyway, I better get ready for the presentation. Love you. And hiya to the kids for me. Ooh, and say hi or something. And hug the kids for me. There we go. That is... Ooh, I like it. So one of my favorite parts of the game Control, which is from the developers of Alan Wake, was... You probably know, it's a huge game. Was like the letters. They had also a Dead Letter department or something like that, where they had like a lot of... I think the writing team had a lot of fun with it because there were a lot of weird stories. Like some were fun, some were just surreal, others were you know, like even I think had more chapters where you had a couple of letters, you know, with a storyline, and it was like little glimpses into like a short story anthology. It was really, really fun. Chronophobia is the fear of time, typically experienced as a fear of the future or a fear of growing old. It is a type of anxiety disorder characterized by an irrational and persistent fear of the passage of time. Oh, people with chronophobia may have constant sense of urgency, feeling like they need to rush through tasks or make decisions quickly in order to avoid wasting time. Couldn't be me. I love wasting some time. They may also experience physical symptoms such as sweating, increased heart rate, and difficulty breathing when confronted with situations that remind them of the passage of time. That is weird. Must be really difficult if you have a phobia like this that is not really known, probably really not accepted, where people just make fun of you all the time. Okay, 33027. Ooh, weird blob. Hello from Yamo. Sally Sue's Diner, an original roadside diner 8 miles from Barstow on the blah blah. Oh, wait, should I? No, obviously, no, that's not the address. At the Ghost Road town, exit halfway between Southern California and Las Vegas. Hello from... Is it Yamo? This place took Kitsch hostage and then fell in love with it, and their Bonnie and Clyding common sense. Common sense. Okay. Julietta Smith. Can I see it on the stamp? Like, yeah, a scan is really difficult. Like, if you had the proper letter, you could just look at the stamp and everything. Gives you more... Like, could it be Blowwater? But I don't want to assume. So let's just... Also, first day for me at my job, I just want to see how I'm doing. 2, 3, 8. Peter Road. Oh, unnamed city? Ugh. Ooh. Yvonne. Letters. PTA. Road. Unnamed city. So weird. So I wonder if they also doing this thing where it's different little stories that are being told. They had that with Home Safety Hotline. And it would lend itself to this, right? Wow, this was a great show. Can't wait for you to visit. We can check it out. Much love, Vanessa. I hope I'm getting this right, that I'm only supposed to write what's like marked yellow and not anything else. Haha, very funny. This looks burned. That's the thing. I mean, it would be a very interesting job because it feels so boring, but I think even in real life, you would have some really odd things. Like, postcards would always be super interesting. My husband collects postcards, and the ones that have text, you know, and little stories, like even the banal ones are so interesting because you can imagine, you know, what are the people, who are they writing to, how are the relationships and everything. And it's kind of super interesting. And then you have like weird letters probably where you're like, whoa, what's that about? So, yeah. Cool job. Wenda Mortis? Maybe? 785, I guess. Brownville. Bagas, Wyoming. Is that a thing? Is that a place? I mean, America, the US, they have every single European country somehow, you know, as name for one of their smallest villages ever. So I don't know. Everything's possible. Hey, no. Flagged for reprocessing. Shit. Did I make a mistake? Oh yeah, I actually did. Bop. Just checking if there's some cool stuff on the other side. Ew. Do not like that. Also, like, the yellow is a no number. So I guess we'll go with 999 Loser Street. Sorry, I just wanted to write loser. Loop. Nope. City. Any? Oh yeah, maybe it's no, wait. Ugh. We do not know the Is it postal number? I don't know what's the... God, I just forgot the word for it. Because it's different everywhere. So which one is it? The one below it? Because that looks like the one you would... how you would write it, right? Yeah. 3685. I don't know. How can you... Is that... Oh, they created it out of the paper. Okay. Two. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I had to get out of there. Give me a call. Okay. Huh. I hope they don't expect me to remember certain people's names, because that will not happen. Beady bop. Damn it. Okay, no number then. No number then. R. Williams became the first person known to be killed by a robot when a factory robot's arm struck him in the head. Really? Is that a real thing? Because that feels like it could be a real thing. Nope. Yeah, I'm hearing it in the background, but you know what? It's fine. I hope this is not too boring for you. I mean, I can do like I actually, you know, do the data input. So I'm busy, you know, but I don't know how interesting this is for you. Oh. Your current day's queue finished. Allotted work hours completed. Okay. Yay. Anything here I can... No. Okay. So, half an hour for first workday. I don't know how... Well, if it's 2 hours, then it's probably... Maybe... Do they get shorter? I don't know if it's just 2 or 3 workdays. Because for 2 hours, if every single one is half an hour... I don't think so. The workday over, you shield your eyes briefly as you glance outside the subway window towards the rising sun. Although we had a long intro with me talking. The train is now active and bustling with people, calmly meditating in the morning collective idle state. Going to and about their jobs. Oh yeah, I'm working during nights. Oh my god. It kind of would be my dream job, but it would wreck me. I would get weird. Because that's why I'm a night owl, but I had one time in my life where for months I was just really night owling it heavily. And I got really weird. This city was the first time you rode in a big subway. It was quietly exciting to be in such a large moving contraption with total strangers. Because night owl or not, if you're not really awake when the sun is shining, it does something to you, you know? And it's not always good. You've become accustomed to it now, but still. A thought encroaches. Well, what? Please tell. Thinking about getting used to being in that isolated room and how you're never going to. Yeah, it would kill me as well. Like, I do... Oh. I work from home. And that works because I can exchange ideas and communicate with with my colleagues and others via video meetings and chat and everything, you know, so I'm still connected to other people. But this job is so isolated and lonely that if you don't have any friends or anything, then it's hard, I think. Is that the new one? You're here to help make Okrai a reality through a process called supervised learning. Here's how it works. Okrai will always attempt to process the mail first before you see it, and when it comes across information it can't read or understand, that's where you'll step in and respond to what it wants to have corrected. If Okrai still isn't able to understand what you typed in or has reason to believe an error was made, it may flag letters for reprocessing by you. Yeah, it was 2. I was still unsure with the numbers, you know, and everything, but yeah, we look forward to seeing how Okrai will develop further. With your help, we'll be able to give the Postal Service a chance to catch up on intense demands, and maybe take a break. I imagine that's how they would put it, you know, if it were like a motivational ad. Okay, so I'm going to bed. Do I know that replacing this bed is a top priority as soon as you get some better income? I know, a water cooker, water boiler, wherever you are. would be my first priority. Or at least a mattress topper so your back doesn't feel so sore from it. Oh, I'm not. Just a couple pizza boxes in here. Oh, okay. Well, the last person that lived here left this couch behind. You kept it since you really only had enough money remaining to buy a cheap bed with. Well, hopefully this doesn't contain anything weird inside it. Are these the ones we already know? Yes. Bloop. What's that? Here before? Oh, that's my food. Okay. Yeah. Well... Oh, it's my next... It's the next day. Oh, I skipped it. I already slept. Oh, that's like Severance. Oh, slight spoiler, but it's really at the very top, you know, of the first episode, so... Also, I can really recommend Severance. It's a beautiful show. It's one where I'm just watching it, and I'm in love with the concept so much that I'm like, the concept would have been enough, you know, just telling me what it's about. I already would have been so much in awe, but it's also done in such a beautiful way. I just really enjoy it, because it's a very artsy concept, but done with very relatable characters. I wanted to say characterizations. And some interesting, like, the thought concepts behind it. You know, they open up a lot of, like, philosophical questions. And I don't want to, you know, show off here. It's well, really like, you know, thinking about certain ideas that have to do with your personality and your being. You know, how much you are you and everything. And that's, it's always interesting to think about from a very weird perspective. So yeah, highly recommended. Also stellar cast. Everyone's giving their A-game. It's beautiful. It was about a month ago when you started this odd little job. Okay, so already pretty deep in it. Very basic work. Just manually type in whatever the automated optical character recognition software failed to scan. Usually consists of mail that never got somewhere because someone had the handwriting skills of a fish. Well, we saw some amazing handwriting that the tool couldn't read. Mail that has traveled from place to place endlessly, unsure where it is even going anymore. No, usually they come back immediately. No place to call home, not without intervention. They say it's automated, but the system really makes some weird choices about what it wants translated sometimes. Yes, we noticed. Not terribly surprising, the company's software situation doesn't appear very modern by any means. You know, it's not just about addresses, so something's off. Was I here before? I didn't even notice, really. Isn't that my home? No. Ew. What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, scary. It was red. I don't like it. Red on a computer is never good. Please type in the highlighted text. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hello from the Bahamas. The Bahamas is the absolute perfect vacation spot. Swimming, snorkeling, scuba diving, fishing, and boating are among the best in the world. Hello from the Bahamas. I have sunblock in my eyes and it stings. Also realize I greatly dislike sun and sand. And relaxing. Sending some your way. And away from me. That's cute. That is a cute message. I would be very happy to receive that. Grandma, her house is blue. That's a weird star. No. Taru. Did we read that before? I always think doing something like this, and even my ideal thing where I'm like, oh, this would be kind of cool, but I think doing this, just this, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, it would probably not be healthy for me, because I've found that even if I do something that I enjoy, like writing, if I just have to write 8 hours a day and do nothing else, then it gets too much. Like, I get complete writer's block, basically, because it's just too much, you know? So I like a very diverse work day. And I'm in marketing, so I get that, you know? I can do a lot. For better or worse, a lot of tasks, you know? But, yeah, it never really gets boring, so... Cinnamon? Oh! Oh my god! That was... That's so stupid! Why did that scare me so much? Like, doing this 8 hours a day as a night job, so you sleep through the day, you have no friends, you have no money. Yeah, I get that protagonist is not the cheeriest of the bunch. This town reminded me of you. I've never heard of it. Hope you like it. I wouldn't take this as a compliment in combination with this postcard. Oh, now I realize we did... I said cinnamon, but it's Sonoman. But why? It's perfectly readable. Why do I have to... Very weird. Ushuaia. Cuidate fin de mundo. Ugh. Hello from one of the most southern cities in the world. Tomorrow I get on a boat to Antarctica. I love M. Is it? No. Amanda is not M. I will see whales and chase penguins and probably get seasick. I hope the deal is going well. The coffee and men are quite good in Argentina. Never stop penguin post office? No. What? Oh, that's cool, right? Antarctica? That is cool. I will see. Oh, Jesus! Why does it scare me so much? I don't like it. It's a weird sound. It sounds, you know why it scares me? Because it sounds like an electrical thingy, you know? Like when you plug in something in a very old electrical outlet and then it sparks a little, you know? That's the sound, and I don't like it at all. Okay. By the way, I will not check for typos because, you know. Okay. Premier Talent Co. Okay. She again. Very weird. So the auto-suggest, I guess, pops up whenever it detects a repetition. So I could use it, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. The shadows, they walk where we walk. They stand where we stand. They bleed where we bleed. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? Aaron Gudo. Ew. No. Yeah, something like that would freak me out. How do we even do that? But you know what? I'll just... Can you see it? Please don't... Please read this, Sarah. Don't throw it away. Whatever they tell you, I need to know... I need you to know that's not me. Oh, so the Raymond is not Raymond? Is that it? Cool. But then why send it to both of them? Maybe... It's not a husband but someone else. But yeah, that's cool. How would you react? I would just go, this is a scam, block and ignore. You would have to do so much to convince me. Like, is that what would say your husband is not your husband? It's an imposter? They would need to do so much convincing. So much. Like CSI level science fiction analysis and DNA and everything. Because I would not believe it. A very loud thunder, I thought it was the storm. I raised my arms in front of me. I had to touch my face. I thought I didn't have it anymore. It said the air displacement was double the intensity generated by the dropping of an atomic bomb, as half of the victims found outdoors were dismembered and pulverized, with very little of them remained to be found. So much tanks. I don't want it. I don't wanna. Oh yeah, okay. Whenever I have more than one line is really weird. Also the computer stayed on. Alright. What a very uplifting message. Hey? Ooh. Looks a bit like the priest from The Exorcist. People will come for miles to watch you burn. I hope not. I need people to like me. So, you know. Still checking occasionally. Outsider, Orchestra Heights. Okay. Outsider. Okay. Pff, someone's a bit edgy. Wait, but as MKS, that's also where Amanda is from. Oh god, what did I just do? 216. Right? Right. Is it Marana? Could also be Marone Lane, but I think it's Marana Lane. Let's just go with it. Yeah. So maybe someone's trying to go after her, and that's why they're encroaching. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe I completely. Oh god. To data conversion operator. Hey, that is Samir. Aw. I'll never know what they wanted to tell me. Auto rejected. She lived there angry. She died there angry. Relatable. No. I'm rarely angry. I'm too anxious. Oh no, I don't like that post-it. Go away. Go away, post-it. Okay. Let's just write the whole thing, but it's not really proper. It is not proper. The proper thing would be to have the yellow thingy. I don't want this posted. Can I put it... Okay. Also, we're ending... it's so interesting. But I don't wanna... As you do the math, it's becoming clear you're coming up short on rent again. This is already after several late due payments. The job's pay is per item typed up, so you contacted your manager asking for more mail to process. Doing some overtime tomorrow, even in that small room, should be fine. Oh, shit. You feel strangely compelled, I think, to open it. I was expecting the same text. Maybe just to make sure it's truly closed. To keep checking this door. Ah, okay. But it's still not. Can I go to the toilet? Why is the music creepier than it was before? There's a sound you always hear as you drift off into sleep. Like something is trying to crawl inside. The game really hits the atmosphere. Oh! I saw that. Also, there's so many messages. Oh, look. I'm doing this now. Am I feeling like there's some bad energy here? Hula. Thank you. God, yeah, you don't have to give me a lot to make me happy. Thank you for joining in the effort to better improve our automation systems. The Postal Service's commitment to manually processing and resolving undeliverable mail is greatly admirable, but keeping up has been impossible. Did you know? The Postal Service processes 200 billion letters a year. 90 million of those letters are tragically undeliverable due to address errors, typos, or bad handwriting. We're here to help push the Postal Service forward by dramatically improving its optical character recognition, OCR, forward with our comprehensive neural network system, OCRI. And with the remote encoding center merging into the mail recovery center, you're the first line of defense in helping mail find its proper home. What's this sound? I don't like it. It is weird. Oh, what's that notice? Any employees discovered deliberately abusing the system for their personal interests will be terminated immediately. This includes the entering of invalid, inaccurate, or fraudulent addresses. If discovered, such acts will result in immediate termination and legal action. I didn't do anything. We've also had reports of attempted malware. Please report any software tampering to your manager ASAP. Oh, what's that? Rent due. Nothing in here today. Hello, this is a friendly reminder that your rent is due. Timely payment is highly appreciated. Thank you, management. Why am I not... Huh. Outsider. It's addressed to your apartment in particular. I didn't notice that. Oh my god. And I was like, I'm checking this. I'm you know, I'm always checking my address to see if it's... No, obviously not. But we live in the same city then as Amanda. Opening the letter reveals nothing inside other than an odd smell. Ooh, no. The smell of that like a mineral or iron, smoke, and chalk. Who sent this remains unclear. It's probably best not to hang on to it. Huh. Okay. Just wanted to check. It was creepy. I don't like it. So let's go. Ooh. It would scare me every single time if I would live in a house with a corridor like that. Just where there's so much shadow. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. Why is it so dark? I can't see anything. Okay. Why is it so dark? It shouldn't be, right? Why can't I see the other houses? You've been wondering about work, and where exactly is everyone else? They've been moving everyone around lately. You ended up at this weird warehouse location. As if this is some sort of practical joke, initiation rite, or a mistake. Despite asking about it several times, your manager warmly confirms it's all correct. A temporary solution while they are relocating the main office. They had to get a bit creative. It's a pity, the old office was rather nice. At any rate, the solitude has been good for going through your thoughts at least. I mean, I'm all about, you know, reflecting on yourself and everything. But you can be, you know, there is a difference between solitude and loneliness. Okay, I play this day and then we'll end this episode. And I hope then it saves and, you know, everything's happy. I'm happy. You are happy. Protagonist, probably not so much. Okay. Open immediately for great savings. Oh god. Joey, Little Brothers of St. Francis. That's a little chinchilla. Let's go to Mike. Is that like a little Chilla's art love letter? One of the most famous chinchillas in the world of horror. Of St. Francis. I'm doing my best here, and I can't do anything. Whoa, God. It wasn't even the electrical thing. Apparently I just don't like sudden noises. I think I learned something about myself today. I also learned so much about keyboards. It must be an emotional roller coaster for you to watch these, you know? And watch me struggle, for example, with like keyboard keys and everything. Okay, Edward II of England was rumored to have been murdered after being deposed and imprisoned by his wife Isabella and her lover Roger Mortimer by having a horn pushed into his anus through which a red-hot iron was inserted, burning out his internal organs without marking his body yaddy yaddy. I don't think that happened. That sounds like an urban legend that never really happened. But they have the mix of weird little letters and, you know, addresses and letter designs. And then they have these little, I wouldn't call them fun facts, you know. They're quite, like, more like morbid facts. It just feels like one of those things that is probably impossible to do without marking the body, you know? Unless the person is unconscious and you're like a doctor, I don't think you can do that without any marks on the body. That's what I'm saying. It's highly likely that this is, oh shit, an urban legend. That would make me angry. Stuff like this. Wait, can I? Okay. 7-5. I guess why? That's like a CAPTCHA, right? When Google asks you to prove that you're a human. And then you have to do weird stuff and get overly conscious about, okay, how much part of a bridge is still a bridge? Or even of a bike. I see the handle. So technically it's a bike. But does Google know that when they tell me, when they look at it and to confirm if I got it right? That's a huge question I always have. And then I've read that they also use this to train, actually, image recognition. So I think for a while, and for some captures, it doesn't even matter if you get it right. Because it's just there, you know, it basically tricks you into training AI. So whatever you say, you know, you will not get it marked as wrong. Because the AI doesn't know either. That's why you're there. That's what I read anyhow at some point. That they use some of these. I don't know if they still use it as such. I will not check if this is correct. I'll just hope for the best. Go home. But I am home. Go home. Is that The Outsider? Makes me think of Dishonored. A game I really, really like. Or a game franchise I really, really like. Do you feel safe? Nope. Not in this day and age. Oh. It's a little... maybe fan art. Hello from Tokyo. I'm currently eating noodles served out of the back of a guy's car. And they're fucking incredible. Liz. It's the never-ending gamble with street food. It can either be the worst thing you've ever eaten and you will poop yourself to death, or it will be like one of those experiences that you talk about in years to come. Oh, the guys. Or both. That's probably also, that happened probably quite often, that people were like, this tastes amazing, and then the next day they were like, oh shit, literally. But the same, you know, the oh shit can also happen with a lot of restaurants, so. Nothing vast enters our life of mortals without a curse. Okay. No souls without use. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. And it doesn't have a back. Because it's not a scanned letter. That's not a letter, that's a... It's a message from the system, hey? Oh no, it's so much text. Reese's ashes were found among the remains of a chair in which he had sat. Despite being a landmark spontaneous human combustion case in which every possible tool of modern scientific investigation was used, the incident remains unsolved. Dr. Wilton M. Krogman, a physical anthropologist, was reported on giving up trying to understand what had happened. We're living in the Middle Ages. I'd mutter something about black magic. That last sentence is confusing. I think it's still a big mystery, right? How, whether spontaneous combustion is a thing or not. Because once lit, humans are really good candles, but how you can be lit without, you know, any external thing, that's a huge issue for science. And I guess, in any case, finding out, you know, what burned first and everything. I know there's what burned first is actually easier to discern. But maybe it's more different if it's like a human corpse or something. No, I need to work. Come on. Thank you. Combustion case. Why did I now... That didn't scare me as much, which is weird, because everything scares me. Was there just fog coming from the screen? Non habis mori ut phantasma fiat. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Decided to stop in Aurora. I got a shitty tattoo. It's a real dumb one. I'm sorry it's like this. Didn't want to bring up any bad memories with these. I still wanted to know you without it being weird. Maybe I still wanted you to know? Sherilyn. Is this real or is this AI generated? With the text, I'm also like, Ooh! The text, they don't read like they actually AI generated. But that picture, I don't know. But maybe not. There's still people out there that can do those weird, surreal graphics that look like old-timey pictures. I follow a couple of people that do that on Blue Sky. Don't know why I'm saying that. I should stop capitalizing. It feels against, you know, everything I do at work that I can just write without capitalizing. I also do it line by line and don't try to write it in one sentence just for structure. And that's also kind of part of my job, you know, to make it easy for other people to see, you know, what text did you write here so they can compare. Which I think doesn't matter really in this game, but still. It pains me to write this, but I imagined your death every day for years. I thought if every day I imagined you dying, how it would occur, it would somehow make it hurt less when it finally came, but it didn't. Oh, that's... Part of me wishes I just spent that energy supporting you better. Rest in peace, my love. So it was more like anxiety. Oh, no. That's a very cool idea. I thought if every day I imagined. But, so didn't she support him? So she just thought about his death, or their death, we don't know, and didn't support their partner? Or was it more like that she was more available, maybe even emotionally, because she was so concerned about the worst case scenario? I don't like this. Oh. Fuck you, little shit. I'm going to kill you for what you did. Is that me? No. Okay. But yeah, I saw it happen again. The thing that's not the back of the letter, but something sinister from the machine. You know what? I'm feeling less and less safe in this scenario. Oh, it's how to sharpen a razor. Thornton Jones, a lawyer in Bangor, Wales, woke up to find that he had his throat slit. Motioning for a paper and pencil, he wrote, "I dreamt that I had done it. I awoke to find it true and died 80 minutes later." He had done it himself while unconscious. An inquest at Bangor delivered a verdict of suicide while temporarily insane. Maybe he also got killed, and that's why he dreamt it, because it happened to him. But in his dream, he dreamt that, like, they could really... It depends on when this happened, but maybe if it, like, happened hundreds of years ago when they didn't have the forensics. I don't know. Because I think... it's very difficult because you need to apply a lot of like, it's not as easy, you know. You need to apply a lot of pressure, and I'm not quite sure if you can do that in your sleep. I mean, there have been weird things happening in your sleep, but still, this sounds more like someone successfully, you know, murdered him and got super lucky. Because if there's, like, how would they know that there was no one while he was asleep? Motioning. And there was someone there when he wrote it. That could have been the murderer, and, like, yeah, I'm not buying it. You see, I'm really, you know, for someone who really likes horror in real life, yeah, I'm more very pragmatic. You. What? Okay. You know what? Yeah. Oh, no. Can't be. Oh. Oh, now I can do it. Okay, so it wanted me to reject it. I don't... Did it spell something that I didn't see, like in a little bit of a code? Hello? Wait. Oh, that's this new room? I guess? Something about this work building feels like a tomb slowly sinking deep into the earth. Even the electricity is now struggling to reach it anymore, it seems. It's bad enough the item queue is throttled, but you didn't even get to finish it today. Take a deep breath and stare out the window at the rising sun again. Hopefully, tomorrow will be better. Is that a dream? I can't move. Oh, dear mom, it's been difficult so far, but I'm making progress. After that, I will end this episode. I've been running into some hiccups. My fingers ache as I write this. My eyes feel like they're going to crush inside of my skull. Yeah, let's be a little bit real. I would be honest with my mom. I wouldn't, you know, pour everything out, but yeah. I don't think this current job is for me. I'm going to start looking for a new place to work, and the housing costs out here are tough. It feels like I'm trapped in some sort of dream or coma. I'm in a city surrounded by people and I've never felt more isolated. If I'm going on about housing costs, my mom might think she needs to send money to me, so. But anyways, this is my new home. I'm never coming back. I want to come home. You don't have to die to become a ghost. What the hell? I want to come home. Hope to see you soon. I'm sorry it's turned out like this. I hope you can forgive me. Let it rot. Jesus. I mean, you know, more power to everyone who chooses that. Not everyone has a great relationship with their parents. And a lot of parents are super shitty, so... Send! Yeah. Oh, look at it! It's a good way to use my name. I enjoy it. It's not too much, it's just, you know, it's small little areas where it's like, oh, yeah, I chose the name. That's cool. Alright. Save and quit. Warning, any progress after the start of the day will be lost. Continue. Yeah. That's fine, because we basically just started the day. Cool. Yeah. So I guess next week we will be done with the entire game. This is a really, really cool game. I think the atmosphere is great. It's very, you know what this game reminds me of? And yeah, Mike Klubnika is a very amazing indie developer on itch who's done these series of it's mostly puzzle games, but in a different way. They're very industrial puzzles. Like you usually have to perform a certain process with a huge machine to do something heinous, forbidden and secret. You know, or you have to do a test or anything. So, and everything feels like it plays in the same dystopian world, which makes it really fun to play as different games because they all feel like they come from the same place but tell different stories that are all kind of interconnected. And the feeling of his games are equally very brutalist, you know, a lot of industrial stuff. Everything feels like it's made of metal, you know, everything's either too large or too small, and you're kind of just a cog in the machine. And Dead Letter Dept has the same vibe, and I mean this as a compliment, because this is obviously, I'm not saying this is a copy or anything, because it feels very different, but at the same time, the atmosphere and the vibe feels very similar in a cool way. And I really like that, because it's an atmosphere that instantly makes you feel at unease, you know? Feel at unease, is that a thing? No, feel uneasy. I don't want to be in that place, and that has a great effect on me because it makes it more depressing, you know, and everything scary will be more scary if you're, like, even the corridor with all the dark, with all the shadows, like, the fact that the game is so dark actually works in this case, because it's not like I should see things, it is that exact uneasiness created when I don't see them, you know? Because the lighting is shit, everything's dark, you know, there's so much shadows in the corners that adds to it. It's a really good use of lighting and lack of lighting. And I also like the letters and everything. There's enough, you know, change and creativity and diversity in the different letters. I think the cues are just the right size, so it doesn't become, like, boring. Because with these repetitive games, it's very easy to overdo it, or make it so short that it doesn't really feel like a work day in a way, you know? And I think here it's very metered out in a very good way. I like the little morbid facts in between. I like the weirdness of some of the messages, always the same address of the Amanda, you know? Yeah, so far I'm really, really, really happy with this game. I expected it to be good because it kind of fits what I like in horror games, especially when they're like desktop based and everything. And as soon as I was like, oh, this sounds like Home Safety Hotline, which I enjoyed so much, I imagine I would really enjoy this, and I do. So I really hope, you know, this delivers in the end. But yeah, can't wait. We'll probably play the second episode next week. And yeah, how do you like it? Would you do this job? Okay, it's just giving, you're not working for a dystopian company that probably kills you in the end, you know? But as a job itself, is that something you would find interesting, or you're like, no, I need more change. Because, yeah, as I said, I think it would be too repetitive for me, but at the same time, I also would get too interested in it, you know? I mean, you still have the post secrets, but I would read the postcards. I totally would. So it would probably not be my job to do, but I would be interested in actually just trying it, because it is, I think it can feel like you're being a detective, you know? So yeah, my question is, would you do it? Also, what would be the point where you would say, okay, fuck this shit? The weird message under the door, the weird ghost post-it, or the electrical buzz, or the weird when you turn the letters around that there's just something else that feels like it's not part of the software. I think the post-it, I would probably think, oh, someone else left it here and I just didn't notice, because that's realistic for me. The electrical buzz, I would say, shit, the hardware, you know, at some point it will blow up in my face. But still, that happens, you know. This entire office doesn't really look like it's up to date, so obviously the hardware also isn't. But the letter under my door would freak me out so much, especially if I recognized that I did this address, also didn't recognize my own address, like, because that would mean someone I don't know who the person is knows where I live, and that would freak me the heck out. Yeah. How do you like it so far? Do you have any thoughts? Did I miss anything that, like, something creepy that happened in the background? And oh yeah, would you play the happy-go-lucky type? Well, there's no happy-go-lucky type, but I chose the nicest versions to my mom, or to the person, you know, I wrote the letter to. Would you do the same, or would you choose the dark ones and the sad ones and the angry ones? And you don't have to spill anything about your private life, just in general. And what do you think that you have the choices? Because I think it's a very interesting thing, because it gives you the choice. But obviously, depending on the ending, I'm unsure if it impacts the ending or if it's just a little bit of a aroma for the game itself. Yeah, food for thought, maybe. I hope you had a good time. See you next time. Yeah, I'm on writing, by the way, you know, creative. Yeah. See you. Bye. This is my self-recorded outro song, so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.